it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Come on, set, yellow, 43. Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 57 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 12, Tua eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
On the set. Here we go. Black shot. Here we go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 23-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tariq Cohen punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. And we'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Mixon up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it, being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Ready. Go.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
Down to about the 22 here. 64 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run right on the option. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
I'm coming after you. My game. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Looking to pass. Tua eluding the pressure right. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got an open man. It's Foster. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Ready. 52 blue. Blue.
Tua, a final shot before half. Rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On second down, here's Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
11 MT.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun to give to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back to Mixon on second down. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Once again, it's Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards as they have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got Hurst as tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
It's second and 7 from the 9. All the option left, it's Burrow.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead
A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Let's get it 12.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for two.
Switch.
They're going to try and run for it, but he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Switch it. Come on,
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion.
2 and now on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on second down.
Tua
dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. No gain on the play there, second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Let's go, D.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This is caught, it's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 65 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Black 40. Fight 60.
Check 40.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They hand it off to Mostert.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set, ready. Blue 32. Set, hut.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.